What's up, y'all? It's me, Devin with an E, and honey, we need to talk. So, it's the devil's fault. Let me tell y'all something. Everything you do is not the devil's fault. Stop blaming it on the devil because you have a choice. The first time it might be a mistake, but the second time it's a choice. And as always, I have my notes here. Don't mind me. I'm going to work on it. I'm going to work on getting my notes together so I don't have to hold it up. Okay. So I personally feel like when you talk to God, when you talk out loud, when you voice things, the devil can hear you. We're not here to debate on that. That's just my opinion. I feel like he can hear you whether you're praying out loud or whatever you're saying. And I think that a lot of times, especially when you decide that you want to do better, be a better person, sometimes God sends you tests to see how you're going to handle it. And sometimes the devil sends you tests just so he can laugh at you when you fail. Now, again, we're not here to debate that part. That's just my own opinion. But you have to realize which one is happening. Okay. I remember that there was a point in time where every single time I would go to work, I think I told this story before. Every time I would go to work, I would say a certain prayer. And every time I said that prayer, within the first hour of me being there, something would happen that would take me to a place that I didn't want to be in. I was cussing mofos out. That's bottom line what it is. I was cussing mofos out. And I had to realize, hey, I keep asking God to help me be a better person. How do I know that he's not testing me and telling me she failed? She ain't ready. How do I know it wasn't the devil saying, watch what I'm going to throw at her? Because that first time that I realized it, I think I said this before. Somebody did something that was like my number one pet peeve ever, and that was to hang up on me. Oh, I passed the test that day, y'all. Yay for me. Okay, so you have to learn to take accountability for your own choices and your own actions. You have to realize, hey, I might have been wrong. That's makeup. But that's neither here nor there. You have to realize that you could be wrong in the situation or you could be right, but you have to take accountability for whichever choice it is that you decided to make. So here is 5 ways to make good choices so that you won't be saying the devil made me do it, girl. The devil made me do it. Number 5. Is this choice out of emotion or rationality? Ask yourself which one it is, because a lot of times we react to things out of emotion and sometimes we react to things rationally. But your personal life experience will depict on which way you're going to act. Also your attitude, how you feel that day, whatever. Number 4, ask yourself, is it worth it? Before you act or react to anything, ask yourself, how I want to react in my head, is it worth how I'm going to feel afterwards? Is it worth the trouble I might get into? Is it worth letting God down? That's the big one, because if you ask him for something and then you react in a way that's not godly, is your reaction worth possibly letting him down? We're not debating on letting God down. That's a whole nother situation, but whatever. Number 3, how will I feel after I say what I have to say, do what I have to do? Am I going to feel like I failed myself? Am I going to feel like I failed my prayer or God once again? Number 2, recognize who is involved. That's a big one. Recognizing who is involved in something. 1 second. I'm recording. Little cousin Cam, y'all. Recognize who's involved in the situation, because sometimes somebody can do something, but because you're cool with that person or you don't have a problem with that person, you let it slide. And sometimes somebody that you just cannot stand does the same exact thing and you go off the deep end, and it's not what they did, it's because of who did it. You can't argue with people who don't want to listen. You can't argue. It takes 2 people to argue. And if you know you're talking to a person or you're in a conversation that's heated with a person who's not even willing to listen, what is the point? Why take yourself out of character? Don't surround yourself with triggers. And all of this is going under the recognize who's involved. Don't surround yourself with triggers, with things that you know are going to upset you. Sometimes you have to talk yourself off that ledge. And number one, take slow action. Woo, honey, child. Again, the title of this video is The Devil Made Me Do It. And these are the things that I feel like will help you make better choices so that you won't be like the devil made me do it. And that number one, take slow action. Y'all, I have learned that when people do or say certain things to me, whether it's good, whether it's bad, whether it's emotional, I've had this conversation in relationships, people have said things and I've had to respond by saying, give me 1 second. I want to gather my thoughts and process what you just said before I act or react. Take slow action. Because once you spew those words out, good or bad, you cannot take it back. You can't take it back. So be slow to move. And I have a bonus for y'all. Can you walk away from it? Boom. Can you walk away from whatever somebody just did to you so that you don't act or react in a way where you got to say the devil made me do it? I'm talking about everything. I don't want y'all to just apply this to people getting cussed out, because as I'm talking, I'm realizing that this is kind of sounding like I'm only talking about when people are in the need of a cuss out. But I'm also talking about cheating. Before you cheat on your spouse, ask yourself these questions. Can I walk away from it? Is it worth the aftermath? Doggone, the choice I make, is it going to make me feel bad? Is it going to hurt my partner? Before you go and steal somebody's money, what's going to happen after this? I'm going to break somebody's trust. How am I going to feel after stealing from my mama, my grandma, my auntie, my uncles, my brother? How am I going to feel? You know, if I decide to drink and drive, because that just randomly popped in my head, what if something happens? What if I kill someone? How would I feel? What am I going to do? Before you do anything that is not godly, or anything that you could possibly feel bad about, or anything that you could simply say, the devil made me do that, girl, ask yourself these questions. Okay? I love y'all, and I thank you so much for watching. Check the description box for my email address. It's DevenWithAnE@gmail.com. If you have any questions, if you have something you want me to address, if you need advice, because eventually I want to get to the point where I answer advice questions at the end of each video. And don't forget to hit that like and that share, and then hit that share and that subscribe. Tell your friends. I love y'all. And don't forget, do you, be you. Mwah.